Good morning. Welcome to Top of the World News. I'm Jim Lynch. Please like and subscribe. Please follow me on all forms of social media: Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Backstage. This week I'm going to talk about something that we've talked about before, but it's something that I think is important, and I think we need to rehash it again. And that is the best way with which to market yourself. And I believe the best way to do that is to give of yourself to your prospective clients. And what I mean by when I say give of yourself, I mean give something of value. Don't give pens or pads of paper or tchotchkes, but give your expertise. Your prospective clients, if that's done on a consistent basis, will know you and like you, but also will tend to depend on you as an expert within your particular industry. You will be the person that they will go to, not one in 1,000. Find different ways to market yourself. Give seminars, write a newsletter, newspaper column. Newspapers can be seen, digitally now. That's the preferred way to read a newspaper for most people. Radio shows, podcasts, with services like Sirius, it's not just over the airwaves anymore. Social media, emails, there's all different ways with which to market yourself and give up yourself. Some old, some new. Some I think are tried and true. Some are relatively new. Some work, some don't. But you have to find what works for you. Find different ways with which to give of yourself in order to, in return, generate business. But the key is ultimately to get out in front of your prospective clients and show how much you know about your particular industry, and your phone at that point will never stop ringing. Give of your knowledge and it will give back to you big time. So that's all for this week. I made mention a few weeks ago that we're going to be looking to change the format of this particular enterprise. I want to get away from the vlog format. I'm not sure quite yet how we're going to do something new, but we are going to do something new. It may not be all at once. The changes, I think, are going to be kind of incremental. We're going to kind of see what works and what doesn't. I'd like to go to maybe, I'm not sure yet, maybe some sort of a podcast type of a format with guests or something of that nature, but just maybe something a little bit different than me just speaking to you. At the very least, in the short term, I think we're going to change up the content in the way in which it was delivered. If you've been watching this show for any length of time, you know that I've been doing a business development edition of this particular show, as well as a disability advocacy edition of this particular show. And I think I want to kind of meld those two things into just a general advocacy edition of this show. Put something out on a weekly basis that can benefit everybody. Maybe it's a human interest story as it relates to somebody who has a disability. Maybe it's a way to get ahead in business or in life, or what have you. So I'm still kind of playing around with it a little bit. I hope you guys will like it. What I think I may do is take all the topics from TWNs of weeks and months and years past, maybe meld that into to a book. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do, if you're watching me on YouTube or you're going to watch on social media next week, is give me some feedback as far as what you think may work for me and what may not. Do you think the book may be something that we can move forward with some success? What type of format do you think you'd like to see? And what types of topics would you like to see discussed as we move forward in TWN? So any feedback you guys can give me would be very much appreciated. But I guarantee next week you're going to see something different with at the very least, with as far as content. So look forward to that, and I'll see you guys next week. I hope these tips put you guys on top of the world too. See you next week.